Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. I am bringing you an announcement and our cultural thought of the week. So, my announcement is that the month of May, coming up this weekend, we're going to start an interesting project called Saprotu Story Month. And really, what that is that we'll be sharing our stories with each other using the hashtags Saprotu and Saprotu Story Month. I'm going to be providing more details on Friday, so look for that video, but I'm really excited for everyone to be able to participate. You can also find the event on our Facebook page under the events section. Here's my cultural thought of the week, and it follows our Monday post on our Facebook page about jokes. So Monday, I posted something that said, tell us a joke that only makes sense in your culture, but translate it to English. And it was a funny post because it had to do with the fact that some jokes really are culture bound in a way, or the understanding of them are culture bound, and they don't necessarily translate across different spaces and places. So it made me think of what are jokes typical of some of the cultures that I know. So I know that in the US, or a lot of people outside of the US talk about how the US has knock knock jokes. Knock knock, who's there? um, I will tell you, I don't think they make sense to Americans either, and I don't know the origins of them, but they do seem like a typical American style joke. I think on the flip side, in Latvia, I was trying to think of themes or types of jokes. And one thing I came up with is that there are a lot of Latvian jokes around uh, the hay barn and the place where you gather hay. And they're mostly naughty jokes, so I won't retell any of them. But I think it's really interesting because in Latvian culture, there is a history of the whole community gathering, cutting and gathering hay, and then bringing it to the barn and keeping it in the barn. And in the summer, it's warm enough to sleep on the stacks of hay. And so that location comes up in a lot of Latvian jokes. Maybe some Latvians watching this video might have some examples that can be shared. But what are jokes that are typical from the place that you're from? Are there certain subjects of jokes or places that the jokes take place or specific animals that show up in jokes that seem really to let people know that it's from the place that you're from? Or maybe you have some interesting jokes to share that you think might be universal jokes that someone from another culture would understand. So I'm interested to hear what you come up with and leave them in the comments.